Hi family, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We hope you have had a good Christmas so far and you've no doubt received a package from us with markers and a pad of paper and these strange foam plates. You might be wondering what those are for. Well, today Hawthorne and I are going to show you a fun and easy printmaking technique.
You can print it as many times as you want.
Yes, so that's the fun thing about printmaking. So you take one drawing that you have worked on, you transfer it and we put it onto those foam plates. And then you can print it in all different kinds of ways. Here's one plate that I did in 3 different ways, but you can keep going and do lots of different things. So before we get started, make sure you have your markers. You have maybe just some drawing. We have some drawings that we've done earlier and we're going to transfer those.
Like printing? We printed it, right?
And then we've got our drawing paper. Now we went ahead and tore ours down to fit about the size of our printing plates. Okay, so we've got our paper, we've got our styrofoam plates. You'll need a ballpoint pen, some tape, and you could use a rolling pin for the printing process, just a rag and a little bit of water. Okay, you ready to get started? Okay, so we're going to start with our drawings. Wait, what are you doing? So pick out your drawing. I'm going to do a hot air balloon. Hawthorne is going to do a robot. And so we're going to take them and we're going to lay them on top of our foam plates, wherever, and you're going to tape it on so that it doesn't move. Where do you want to put yours? At the top?
Sure.
All right, so you're going to tape it and so it doesn't move. This is how we're going to transfer our image, our drawing, onto our styrofoam plates.
But isn't it okay if it goes over the lines on your drawing?
What do you mean?
Like, is it okay if they go over them?
Just a minute. Let's tell them, okay? So we're going to take our ballpoint pens, and it's important that you have a ballpoint pen so it's not too sharp and it cuts through your paper. And we're going to just carefully go over all of those lines in our drawing. And so you're going to be applying some pressure to make sure that that image is going through onto the styrofoam plate. And you can, because we've taped it, it stays in place, you can flip it and then you can see if your image is starting to come through. And you can see it kind of has some indentations. So if not, you want to give it a little bit more pressure. And so you want to carefully trace all of those lines. And this is worth taking the time to do well because this is going to be the plate that you get to make lots and lots of prints with. So carefully go over these drawings. So this could be a drawing that you've done that you really like, but you could also do things from like a coloring book or other printouts that you want to make copies of. And this is a way to do that.
And
go ahead. It's okay.
You don't. Well, you can color if you just do this black and white. You can color the papers, but there's something else that we're going to teach you in a little bit how we can color it.
Yes, we'll get to that. Hawthorne is really excited. This is one of our favorite printing techniques, and it's really easy. Marigold likes to do this as well. She can do it on her own. So once you learn the technique, you'll be able to do it pretty easily on your own. But take the time to make a good plate. You should have a few in there for each one of you.
Oh, and if you want to write anything on it or something.
Oh, yes, good call.
You have to write it backwards because when you transfer it, it's if you do it like.
It makes a mirror image of it.
Different. It makes it backwards if you're do it just how you draw.
Yes.
So if you're gonna write high, H-I for high, you have to write I-H.
Good job. Yes, yes, and it has to be backwards. So you'll see that. All right. Are you about done with your robot? I am just about done with my hot air balloon.
Not quite.
So once you have your image transferred over, you can see that my hot air balloon is there, and then you can take the time to go through and make those lines over again. And this will really help to make good, careful indentations. So these will actually be the white in your drawing or in your print.
They won't be dark.
So you'll be able to reuse this, correct?
Yes, you get to print. You can print as many things as you like. So you can make a stormtrooper that could be colored white, and then you can make some silly stormtroopers.
And you can put them on all different kind. Like you can put them, and you can like if you just drew one stormtrooper and you like a lot, you can put them a lot on one paper.
Yes.
So it looks like there's millions of stormtroopers.
Yes, that's right.
Anything like that.
Or we could do a whole sky drawing with lots and lots of hot air balloons on it. So you can put them all on one drawing or on one piece of paper, or you could put them on different ones.
So we have the original image, and then you have your foam image. It's like a foam plate, styrofoam, and then you use that to put your color on, which I think you'll explain here, and you make your prints here. Okay, cool.
All right, Hawthorne, are you just about done? We might need to keep moving.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I am just about done of making my plate. And then we'll move on to the next step. Is that okay?
Okay.
You can keep working. All right. Okay, so I have my finished plate.
Wonderful.
I've transferred the image and then I went back over it. So now we're gonna move on to the next stage. And I'm gonna take off my original drawing, and that's where these beautiful markers come in. And so you get to color your plate however you like. Oh good, that looks great, Hawthorne. You ready? So we're gonna start coloring our images, and you just color it however you like. I think some of the darker colors turn out better, but you'll see. Just give it a try. So I'm gonna color in my hot air balloon. And these are washable markers, and so that means that we get to reuse it over and over again. But you'll get to see that.
Robot.
Do you have to use the ink pen on the foam? Hawthorne did not apply ink pen to this.
We'll see what happens. The lines might be not as defined, or it could just be just fine. So let's just see what happens. I think it'll be okay.
Excellent.
Good job, Hawthorne. That way we'll be able to test it out. I hope you like these markers. These have been a favorite at our house. We used them for an art class that we had, and everyone likes all the different color varieties in them.
So you can just color it black and white if you want to color on a paper like a coloring book. You can just do it black and white.
You could do that.
Right?
You could.
So you might want to try coloring first to see how you like it colored.
All right, I'm about finished. Are you? Let's see.
I'm gonna make a colored robot.
Oh, okay. I might need to make
Bright colored robot.
something in the background. What do you think? Different blues?
What about trees?
Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna just color. Use up some of our different
I'm gonna
glues
make a
testing.
rocket robot.
Okay. Oops.
Some happy little sky.
Yeah, this is our Bob Ross. These blues all look about the same. I wonder if they're all going to print the same. We'll see. All right, you about ready? Okay, I'm going to finish this up so we can get moving along, okay? Our cousins might be getting a little bored. All right. Oops.
No negative space left on Allison's.
Okay. Oh, I think my finger wiped it off.
Everything's filled up there. You don't have to fill up everything though, do you?
You don't, but I think it makes for a fuller print. Okay. So the next stage is you're going to take your bowl, and you can use a sponge or a washcloth, but you want it to be fully wet but not dripping. So I'm going to squeeze out all the water as best as I can. When you hold it up, it should not drip. So, and we're going to dampen our paper. Now we don't want to have any puddles of water on our paper, but it should be glistening. Kind of shine a little bit. You gonna do yours? Sure. And you want to work quickly on this because you don't want your paper to dry. And then we're going to take our plate and carefully place our paper over the top of it.
Oh, and be sure not to use your knuckles or anything.
Well, go ahead.
Don't press it down like that.
Right. So we're going to carefully rub it on there, holding the paper in place and carefully rubbing it. Now you can kind of start to see how the color is coming through there.
Isn't that
I also brought the rolling pin to kind of put some even pressure on it. You want to give that a try, bud?
Sure.
Oh, you might have moved yours. We'll see what happens there. All right.
Looks like flowers coming off it.
Okay, and then Hawthorne already pulled his. His is a little weak. I think maybe your paper might not have been wet enough. I'm going to pull mine, okay?
Whoa.
And then, so all the colors are really vibrant. And then you can see the plate. All of the color that was on the plate has pretty much gone on to the paper. And you can see I did some different blues in there. So all of the lines that we drew on here with the pen, those are white. And then all of the other areas that we colored in are colored in here. And so Hawthorne mentioned how it's going to be a mirror image. So they're not facing.
See how this one was facing that way? This one will be facing that way.
Yeah. And so if you wanted to do words, they'll be backwards.
But if you want to do words, you better do it. You should do them backwards. So when you print on them, they won't be backwards.
Yeah. Also, then you just keep coloring. You color on this again and do another print. All right. We hope you have fun with this process. And we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Wait. Christmas already passed.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. Bye.